Hi everybody, my name is Mr. Grothamel and I'm a physical education teacher for Baltimore County Public Schools, and I'm hanging out here this morning with my three daughters. This is Lily. Can you say hi, Lily? Hi. This is Rosie. Rosie's eating breakfast right now. And this is Violet, and I figured she was making a bunch of noise in the background. She was going to steal the show anyway, so she's joining us. Today we're going to do a really fun activity. We are going to learn all about my plate right here and the 5 different food groups, and we're going to work, and you're actually going to gather some supplies as well too, and Lily and Rosie are going to make these with us. We're going to take some paper plates and we're going to create our very own My Plate visual that looks just like that, so that we can have one in our house or in our homes as reference to make sure that we're eating healthy foods from all of the 5 food groups every single day. So you're going to need a couple supplies. You're going to need a paper plate, or you can use a piece of paper. And actually, Lily and Rosie are going to use 2 paper plates because we're going to cut one of them. So we're going to have 2 paper plates, or you can have 2 pieces of paper. You're going to need some things like some markers, some different colors. Lily's got a bunch of colored pencils there. You want to show them the crayons, Rosie? Very good. We can use some crayons as well too. It's up to you, whatever coloring implements you have at home. Totally fine. And last thing, we're going to need some scissors today as well too. Make sure that you get a safe pair of scissors so you don't cut yourself. All right. So gather. Oh yeah, thanks, Lily. And you're also going to need a stapler as well, or possibly some tape. So I think that covers it. Paper plates, scissors, stapler, coloring implements, and then we're going to provide the visuals. So first, let's learn about the 5 different food groups. You got the markers there too? All right, we're going to learn about the 5 different food groups, so take a look at this. Today, we are going to learn about the 5 food groups and My Plate. The My Plate visual gives us a nice reminder how much space each food group should take up on our plates. As you prepare your meals, you can plan a balanced and healthy diet. The first food group we're going to talk about are fruits. Fruits are an important part of a healthy diet because they provide lots of vitamins that help keep our immune system strong to fight off chronic diseases and illnesses. Here are some examples of fruits. We've got things like bananas, apples, strawberries, peaches, and grapes. Vegetables also provide us with lots of vitamins to keep our immune system strong and healthy. Here are some examples of vegetables: corn, carrots, spinach, green beans, tomatoes, sweet potatoes, and broccoli. Don't forget to fill your plates with lots and lots of vegetables. Proteins help keep our muscles and our brain nice and strong. Here are some examples of proteins: beans, steak, salmon, tuna fish, eggs, almonds, and chicken. Grains come from seeds. Grains give us energy and fiber to keep going all day long. The healthiest type of grain to eat are whole wheat grains. These grains include the entire seed and have not been processed. Here are some examples of grains: popcorn, rice, cereal, bread, pasta, and crackers. Dairy food items help keep our bones and our teeth strong by providing us with calcium. Here are some examples of dairy foods: cottage cheese, regular cheese, yogurt, and milk. Now that you know all about the 5 food groups, you can plan a healthy and balanced meal. At every meal, take a look at your plate and see if there's a food group that you need to add. For more information and more My Plate activities, you can visit www.BCPS-TV.com. www.choosemyplate.gov. All right, now that you just learned all about the 5 food groups, we are going to create our My Plate that looks just like this. Okay, so the first thing you need to do is get a paper plate or a piece of paper. So Rosie, you can take that one. Lily, you can take that one. And we're gonna create, we need to create our dairy little circle up top here. So you're gonna take your paper plate, and Lily actually has really a cup here. Look at that, even there's her name on it. You can take your cup and you can place it right on top of, don't cut yet.
It's got water.
Yeah, that's okay. Place it right on top of your paper plate, and then you're going to draw a line. Oh, I got to bring it back here. You're going to draw a line around the cup. So Lily, get a pencil or a marker or anything like that. Rosie, are you getting a cup too? Okay, just grab any type of a cup. It doesn't really matter. Yep, draw your circle right around. Yeah, tell them, Violet. Good, draw your circle just like that. Okay, wonderful. See, Lily made a circle. Now Lily, cut that circle out. Rosie, you too. Oh, there's Rosie's cup. Rosie, draw your circle around your cup. Just trace it. Let me see. Okay, now Lily's done with her circle, so we can take this scrap paper plate, get that out of the way. And Lily's gonna take her circle here, if Violet doesn't eat this plate, and she is going to staple it up top, so it looks like this. One Mickey Mouse ear. So you can staple it or you can tape it, whatever is available to you. So very nice. All right, so while Rosie's doing that and I help her staple, you can go ahead and you can start gathering your colors that you need so that you can see for the 5 food groups. We need red for fruit, green for vegetable, purple for protein, brown for grains, and blue for dairy. Okay, now that you've got your plates, you're going to draw your sections. So we're going to draw a line straight down the middle, and then you're going to draw a line across the top that's a little bit higher, and then come down just a little bit, and then draw a line across that's a little bit lower. And you're going to label each one of your sections like I've done here. And as you can see, my labels, they kind of match up with the My Plate visual, right? And if you notice, my labels, I took them and I tried to move them, write them kind of small, but I tried to move them to the top of each section. Whereas on this My Plate visual, the names of the food groups are directly in the middle. So on these, I want the food group names to kind of be up to the top and out of the side, because we're going to need that space in each section to either make a drawing or write some words so that we can fill up our My Plate and make a really cool visual. Okay, all right, now once you've done this and you've got your plate looking like that, you are going to take your colors and make sure that they correlate correctly with the My Plate visual. I'm going to borrow Lily's thing here. So my fruit section, what I'm going to do with fruits is I'm going to take my color pencil and I am going to kind of just like shade in the outside section, and I like using squiggly lines like that. Yeah. Phys ed teacher artist here, check this out. All right, I like using squiggly lines like that to shade the outside section of my plate. Now that we've colored in each of our sections, your My Plate should look like this. Rosie, you want to show everybody? I'm going to show them your example. So mine, I did some squiggly lines just around the border. Lily did some nice thick lines around hers, and Rosie did some squiggly lines with her marker as well. Okay, wonderful job, wonderful. All right, bring those back, girls. All right, now that we have our plates labeled and color-coded, you've got 2 options. Option number 1, on your plate, you can think about your favorite food in each food group and just choose one food item, and you can either write the name of that food item in the section, or you can draw or color a picture of that food item in that section. So, or the other option is you can color or list. That means you can write the name of it down as many possible food items in each food group as you want. Now that you've added all of your food items, your plate should be ready to go. So we've got our final product. Rosie, you want to share with us here what you have?
Cup of milk for dairy.
Good.
Oatmeal for grains.
Oatmeal for grains. Here, hold this down so they can hear you.
And grapes for fruit.
Grapes for fruit.
Corn on the cob for vegetables.
Corn on the cob for vegetables.
And dairy meat for protein.
Dairy meat for protein. Good job. All right, and Rosie decided to just draw the picture of each food item on her plate. Lily, you want to show us your example? So what do you got there?
I got yogurt for dairy, strawberries for fruit,
yogurt for dairy,
cucumbers for vegetables,
grits for grains,
and hot dogs for protein.
Hot dogs for protein. And Lily decided to color or draw the picture, and then she also wrote the name of the food item as well. And then on my plate, I just tried to add as many food items as I possibly could, and as you can see, I just wrote the names of each food item. I didn't color any pictures or draw any pictures on mine as well. Mine got kind of a little jumbled up here because I was trying to put as many as I could on my plate. So when you have your final plates and they look like this, you can take them and you can place them up somewhere inside your house so that you can remind yourself that you're supposed to be eating a balanced diet and get some foods from each one of the food groups every single day, all right, for good nutrition. So girls, where do you think would be a good spot that we could possibly hang these up? So we could hang them up on the refrigerator, we can hang them up on our bulletin board, we could put them up here on our window or somewhere in our kitchen where we can see them every day. So everybody, you should be very proud of your work. I'm very proud of Lily and Rosie's work. Rosie's already about to eat her plate. And we hope that everybody has a wonderful rest of your day. Girls, can you say goodbye?
Bye.
All right, see you everybody.